Happy New Year, Sagittarius, and many, many new things I'm very sure it will bring for you. So let's get into it. What can I say about this year? Honestly, the major themes that come up for you are going to be very Sagittarian, very playful in nature, adventurous, travel, contemplating your beliefs, attracting people to you based on your beliefs, and love and children are coming in really, really strong. If you would like a personalized detailed reading, you can find my information below the video in the description box. So welcome to Guru Grit Sagittarius, and let's get guruing. This is really a channel name very much designed under the essence of your sign. I would put it that way. It's extremely Sagittarian. So speaking of Sagittarius and Jupiter, Jupiterian, I should say, is what is going on with your ruler as we open with the year? Well, Jupiter is still in the sign of Aries in your fifth house, where he's bringing you a lot of possibilities for relationships, prospects for relationships, partners, and children. Okay, when Jupiter goes through the fifth, he does aspect the ninth, which is the secondary house of children. So it's a very powerful position for expanding your family, for expanding travel opportunities, learning new things, getting some kind of certificate to progress in your workplace, increase your trajectory for your career, training on the job, and so forth. So we've got a lot of opportunities to see that through. Now, in terms of love and romance, I would suggest that you settle any kind of arguments or feuds because Jupiter is going to enter your sixth house on May the 16th, and he will be there from May of this year until May 2024. So it can help you be more diplomatic, help you resolve certain things. Now, Jupiter tends to bring more of whatever is already there. So if you're feeling like your bloodlust is out of control, it can increase those things. So do your best to settle arguments or feuds. As I mentioned, you might rework a mortgage. I highly encourage you to budget your finances, make a repayment plan for any debts or loans that you have. You could take on extra work, as the sixth is the work that we do that's sort of like just for the paycheck. So if you have to, then that would be a very good year for you, especially around the springtime, to start planning for that, because you can discharge quite a few of your debts or get rid of any outstanding bills and expenses that you might have. Saturn is moving out of your third house on March the 7th and into your fourth house of Pisces, where he will be until May of 2025. Now, Saturn in this position can delay moving, can delay moves, property purchases, or making some investments into your home. You might have had to tighten your belt a little bit. One thing that could be possible once Saturn moves into the fourth house is he's very grounding. He has a very focused energy. So you might end up actually working from home. One thing I surely recommend is to check on your mother. When a malefic goes through the fourth house, it can cause some coldness or an unpleasant disposition towards our mom. So if it's not her health, then it might be her outlook. She might be feeling melancholy, a little bit depressive. So just, ring her up, see how she's doing. Yeah, I'm convinced the older we get, the more we need our parents. So it's nice to just let them know that we're thinking of them. Now, there can be some delays in career because from this position, Saturn aspects the sixth and the 10th house. So it's sort of like a double whammy. He also squares the seventh, which is actually the house of trade. So if you're looking for new jobs, I will give you some dates in just a moment to bear in mind those dates where you can really sort of strike while the iron is hot to help yourself progress a bit farther. So hang on. Even though there's delays, there is good news. The longer you wait, the better, because Saturn tends to reward us at the end of a transit. And the last quarter of the year, October to December, can really produce some very positive results in receiving more earnings, promotion, better quality work, and better relationship to your coworkers. So you do have a lot of things to look forward to. So if the year starts off a little bit sparse with wealth, investments, networking with people, just meeting supportive people or finding yourself in a supportive environment, it can, and I think it will turn around at the end of the year. So just keep the faith and stay the course. Of course, you have a lot of help coming through. So let's get into some other things we can mention, which is certainly going to be love. Love is just looking really strong. If you already have children, huge focus on children. This year, if you're trying to expand your family, this also looks like a very good year to do so. Now, your fifth ruler, Mars, has been going through your seventh house for quite a while. And as we open the year, Mars is retrograding in your seventh house, and he will be retrograde until the 13th of January, but he will stay there until the 13th of March. So once he goes direct, it could make conception a little bit smoother, and this is an excellent position. Fifth ruler in the seventh for making babies and also for getting married. Fifth ruler in the seventh, when we see that in the solar return or the Varshafal chart, excellent omen for a year to be wed or find love with someone that you will build a life with, legally bind to yourself through a child or a lease, a marriage contract, and so forth. But that is not all. No, it isn't. There's more going on. Venus, the actual planet of love and relationships, is going to be hanging out in your ninth house of legalities and the condition of one's marriage, because it's the house of institutions and legalities, and marriage is a legally recognized institution. It's also the house of beliefs, and it's something people tend to believe in. So this is really, really nice. So we've got quite a party happening along these house cusps for your sign this year, which really sets this up as an excellent year if you're of marriageable age to meet someone you might marry, actually get married, or start your family, grow your family. Now, the ninth is also the secondary house of children because it's the fifth from the fifth, the principle of house from the house or house to the house, bhavat bhavam. So it's looking very nice. The one thing I will say, though, is she is your sixth ruler. And so with that, I would say if you're already in a relationship, if you're already married, when you take the energy of the sixth and put it into the ninth house, then it can be, at best, we embrace routine, and Venus is a good planet. She's quite benefic. So we will say something like romanticize your life or look for little ways to enjoy your daily routine. If it's not looking so good, then it could be someone who has a bit of a drill sergeant or militant energy around their relationship. So try to, when Venus does go through this transit from early June till the first part of October until October the 8th, quite a long time. She's there from June to October, is to be more zen. She can really help you bring some diplomacy, tender loving care into the marriage. And it's a very good omen also for the father. So your sign is a bit interesting as the mother seems to sort of be not feeling so great. The father could receive some good news or something nice could come his way. Now, I did say I would give you some specific dates around money in particular, and there is some help en route. Now, Jupiter will move into your sixth house of debts. And I said work that you just do for a paycheck. You're not particularly passionate about it, but that's okay. We're all here to do our best and survive. Now, Jupiter will move into the sixth on May the 16th and stay there until May 2024. This could also help increase, especially work that you do around healing or caring causes, charities, or even hospitality work like hotels and travel and tourism, having an Airbnb, working with animals, uh, charitable organizations, veterinary offices, and what do they call animal shelters? Okay, so excellent access. Very, very nice. Now, back to children and love. If you're looking and if you want to monetize a hobby or something like that, well, you might have some help because this July, the North Node moves out of the sixth house, which has been absolutely phenomenal. This is a phenomenal placement for the North Node to go into the sixth, and he's been there for quite some time now, a year, and this is excellent for blasting away debts, getting rid of sickness or something that's been plaguing you, your health, stressing you out, and also getting rid of accusations. So if someone has tried to give you some kind of problems or issue a lawsuit or file for divorce or separation, it looks like you could really be on top. So, when the North Node moves into the fifth, that will be this summer, and this could be something that also triggers children. The North Node really does signify a lot of new things happening, and it might be something that takes you by surprise, but you could also meet a foreigner unexpectedly. You could meet and marry a foreigner. So there's quite a lot going on. Now, there is also going to, if that wasn't enough, there's even more. There's even more, believe it or not. There's going to be an eclipse on April the 20th at 29 degrees of Aries in your fifth house of love and romance. Speculative wealth, gambling, games, fun, things that you do that you actually enjoy doing. So you have an extremely exciting year. I'm very, very happy to report, and I hope that you enjoy every moment of it. Thank you so much for being here, Sagittarius. I wish you all the best for 2023, and bye-bye for now.